Joshua was going to connect with a bomb.
Yeah.
And breaks his jaw in 2 places.
Yeah. And
his jaw's wired shut now. He lost teeth.
Probably cooked. He should retire, man. That was a clear
retire?
Check. Hell yeah. That was a clear reality check, bro.
Yeah, but it's a reality check to stay in your own division or...
He was literally running. Look at some of those rounds. He was running. He was going north to south, not side to side. He was running.
Joe Rogan strongly advises Jake Paul to stop boxing after his brutal knockout loss to Anthony Joshua. He says continuing boxing like this is extremely dangerous. Rogan explains that damage from such fights does not stop when the match ends. It can stay with a fighter for life, affecting memory, mental health, and emotions. Repeated head trauma can lead to depression and serious brain problems. According to Rogan, no amount of money or fame is worth risking long-term health.
So much, and at a certain, like that one that he got from Joshua, ooh, you know, say if you have like a punch card, you have like so many punches that you can get in your life, which I believe you do. I believe there's a certain number. That one was like 10 punches.
Yeah.
That was like,
yeah.
There was a lot of concussions in that one punch.
Sure.
That was real damage. Like if someone's breaking your jaw in 2 places, the inside of your fucking...
Psychologist Derek Van Schaik explains that Jake Paul was in serious danger during the fight with Anthony Joshua. Joshua landed many powerful and accurate punches, including a clean right hand that broke Jake's lower jaw in 2 places. This injury could have been life-threatening. In the final moments, Jake's body language showed fear and exhaustion. He clearly realized how serious the situation was. Van Schaik says this level of punishment causes not only physical damage but also long-term psychological and neurological problems. The fight proved Jake was not ready for elite boxers, and continuing could seriously harm his health.
If Anthony Joshua won, Anthony killed this guy. Rolls-Royce, Fiat.
The variety of emotions we see in the final moments of the fight are fascinating. AJ finally corners Jake, hits him with a quick left-hand jab to the body, which lowers his guard, opening up a clean right-hand shot to the head. You can see AJ smile there when he sees Jake had fallen into his trap and knows that he's about to finish him off.
And then you just keep exploiting that. Some people give up, some people get knocked out.
Jake's body language and facial expressions when he knows it's all over for him is a little sad as he whimpers in the corner with that scared, nauseous look on his face, realizing this may be his final moment on earth.
If I get hit with that shot, I'm screwed. I don't believe he's gonna hit me with those shots.
You gonna hit him with that?
100%, and land that right hand that he says is my only weapon.
If you look at Jake's eyes and face, he's pleading for mercy to AJ as if he's a child. Please don't do this.
Some people get knocked out.
It's actually quite surreal that the moment many of us were concerned what happened to Jake actually happened in real life.
If Jake Paul is left, you know, up against the ropes with Anthony Joshua, unloading on him, could be the end for him, literally. It could be his last day on earth.
Jake Paul was helplessly exhausted, badly beaten, and cornered where AJ could have unloaded a flurry of clean punches on Jake. When he takes that clean right shot from AJ, breaking his jaw in 2 places, and then falls to the ground.
And his chin served on a platter, and look at Jake Paul's face. He knew it right away. He said, woo!
Some wondered why Jake had that emotion of excitement. Do you know why? When he was cornered by AJ...
The boxing world reacted strongly after the fight. Many experts and fans believe Jake Paul has been fully exposed and should retire immediately. The loss to Anthony Joshua was a reality check, showing the huge gap between Jake and top-level fighters. People point out that the knockout and heavy punishment he took prove how dangerous it would be to continue. Many agree that stepping away now is the smartest decision for his future.
That was a clear reality check, bro.
Yeah, but it's a reality check to stay in your own division or, you know, don't jump in class so far up. Not retirement. He ain't get slept. Like, you don't give him no respect for that?
Hell no. Gang.
What?
I'm saying look at his list. It's all high-level boxer. And you seen what just happened when he stepped up to a legit boxer. He got cooked. He got to retire, man. He either got to retire or start fucking with these misfits boxer dudes. He ain't gonna make it with that kind of skill level, man.
Netflix ain't gonna take a misfit.
Facing a bigger and taller opponent, Jake Paul repeatedly dropped to his knees, putting himself at risk of serious injury. Experts compare this to injuries suffered by fighters like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., whose career was permanently affected. Beyond his broken jaw, Jake collapsed many times under Joshua's 260-pound frame, using massive energy just to stand back up. Analysts say he hit the canvas more than a dozen times. His bold talk about knocking out Joshua only highlighted the gap between hype and reality. The fight showed poor strategy, weak defense, and physical exhaustion.
Keep taking a knee. First of all, your knee, you can get ligament damage. Remember when
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was losing every round to Sergio Martinez, and then Martinez fell to the ground kind of weird. He messed up his knee. He was never the same fighter. So you got a broken jaw, but you could have tore ligaments in your knee by having a 260-pound man, fall on top of you because you keep making it sloppy and falling around and spilling about. And even if you don't like rupture something or tear a ligament or whatever, it's not really much better than someone leaning on you. Do you know how much energy you exert by having to be 220 pounds or whatever, 216, and keep picking yourself back up? Like I seen a thing, I didn't count myself, but it said there were 12 or 13, maybe 14 times that Jake Paul was on the canvas. Horrible strategy. And Netflix, I don't even see how they would like that. And for me, this generation they're chopped, bro. Jake Paul did all this, and y'all want me to give a bunch of credit. Jake Paul did all this talking about Joshua getting knocked out. You did whatever to sell the fight, but you didn't make good. That doesn't make you look good when you talk crazy and talk spicy, and then you have no intentions of fulfilling that. And then you got the Jake Paul fans and the Andrew Tate fans, because they lost kind of back-to-back, where they're trying their hardest to turn this into some inspirational story. Like, oh...
Joe Rogan explains that Jake Paul had never faced someone like Anthony Joshua before. His body was not prepared for this level of power and intensity. The punch that broke his jaw may have also caused internal and brain damage. Rogan stresses that this injury is not just physical, it is a serious warning. Fighting elite boxers comes with long-term consequences that may not show immediately.
Anthony Joshua's gigantic.
So big.
He's so big. He's so much bigger. So, of course, like, his punch that he knocks Tyron Woodley out cold with, Joshua just eats it.
Yeah.
Because he's a giant.
Yeah.
He's a fucking giant man.
So big, dude.
He's so big.
I give Jake so much credit for stepping into that ring.
Bro, he got hit with a bomb, a right-hand bomb.
When he got hit with that too, I don't know if enough has been made of the fact that, I mean, it was absolutely devastating. But the fact that he had awareness immediately to go like he looked at the crowd like, oh shit, like wow.
He goes,
it wasn't like
cracked. I think he went into that fight knowing that was probably going to happen, and ultimately, the big win for him would be that he was even willing to do it, and that he could.
Analysts say Jake Paul barely survived the fight. He repeatedly fell and struggled to stay standing. Despite this, Jake claimed he dominated Joshua, which many experts call unrealistic. They say his main motivation was money, not sport. Jake has already fought 12 professional matches and suffered 2 real losses against competitive opponents. Surviving a fight against a world-class heavyweight does not mean winning. Experts warn against overhyping the performance and remind viewers that boxing is extremely dangerous. The focus should stay on fighter safety, not money or social media hype.
And who train boxing and not from a different sport or over the hill or retired, okay? You treat him like a boxer. Stop calling him a YouTuber. Stop calling him, because this is what they're doing now. We saw all the predictions. Y'all didn't see the predictions where everybody was shitting on Anthony Joshua and not putting respect on his name, acting like he's going to get knocked out. Tyson Fury said it. Oscar De La Hoya said it. Drake put $200,000 on Jake Paul. Nate Diaz said Anthony Joshua was going to get knocked out. David Hay picked Jake Paul. Let's not forget, right at the press conference, they went on the whole panel and asked who would win, Anthony Joshua or Jake Paul. And everybody was saying Jake Paul. Ridiculous. We're going to get into the disrespect of Anthony Joshua. So let's treat him like a real fucking boxer. Because he is. When I said once, this is what I told everybody. Once he actually fought Tommy Fury, who was the first boxer he fought. Once he fought a boxer, win or lose, I said, now I count him as a professional boxer. I'm not counting you as a professional boxer when you're fighting NBA players, other YouTubers, MMA fighters who are even just fucking wrestlers and BJJ practitioners like